What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Falappi YouTube channel. And today, we're at Mingo Creek County Park again. Didn't take me a year this time to get to the next episode. And we're going to be talking about something, and it's not this bridge that everybody always comes out here for. It's actually going to be this road right behind me. And it's abandoned, kind of. And yeah. Another one of these kind of videos, guys. So let's get into it. Welcome back. A lot of you are probably wondering why it is that I'm out here when it's snowing. And for reference, it's March right now, March 10th. And yeah, it was 70 a couple days ago. Nice weather, Pennsylvania. Nice weather. It's about 35 degrees. So if the camera quality is a little shaky, it's cold. But I figured it'd be a good day because no one's going up there today. Now, like I said, we got the Ebenezer Bridge behind me. Go check out my first video out here riding a bike at Mingo, and we can talk about, I talk about the bridge in here. But basically, we'll get into it in the history portion of the video. But yeah, there's some, questions about what exactly this road is called. Now, I probably talked about in the title there being a lake or a pond at the top of this trail here, and we'll get to that and whose it was, what it did, what it's doing now. But everybody these days likes to call this Pond Road, but that's not on a map anywhere. In fact, there's nothing on the map anywhere. So I think rather than stand out here and talk in the cold, we'll get into the history that I'm going to be filming in the warmth, and we'll just start heading up this trail. And yeah, let's get into it. We have history, geography, and other pertinent information for you here right now. So to set the scene, it's somewhere in and around the year 1976, and you're sitting in your house that your parents owned and your grandparents owned, and it's been in the family for however many decades. And you get a knock at the door from a county agent, and he brings you an offer, a cash offer, lower than your house's, assessed value. And basically you have two choices. Either take this cash offer, or Washington County will take you to court and acquire your house for nothing, basically. And this is what is called the process of eminent domain, because your house is located right in the way of a park, and they want to buy your property. And that's what happened to these 8 or so families or individuals that lived along the road that we're going to talk about today. So let's go over to the map. So we're in the Mingo Creek County Park. The car is parked over here somewhere. And this is kind of the road that we're talking about. Now, if you look at it on the map, it's called Ebenezer Bridge Road, and it's also called Pond Road. But that's not what the name of this road was called back in the day. As you can see, here's Ebenezer Bridge, and if I go out here to the road and get on street view, you can see the Ebenezer Bridge right in and about here. Now, the Ebenezer Bridge was moved here in 1977. In an old video, I said it was moved from somewhere that it wasn't. In all reality, it was moved from Maple Creek, somewhere in and around Ginger Hill, and it crossed Maple Creek rather than Mingo Creek at the time. And basically there was going to be road construction, so the county bought that bridge and placed it here on abutments that were already there. So that dispels any way that this road could have been considered Ebenezer Bridge Road pre-1977. So nobody seems to know what this road was called. If you lived around here back then and you're watching this video, what was this road originally called, because it wasn't called Pond Road and it wasn't called Ebenezer Bridge Road. And even though there's people online who said, I lived there, that was my road, and the county took it from me, no one will attest to what this road was called before the year 1977. So, getting back into this satellite, you can kind of see, this is where the road would be. Now, if we zoom out and go up to the main road, you could see right here, here's the gate on the other end, the infamous Mingo Creek County Park white gate, some of which function, some of which don't. This one stays locked because they don't want you driving down here, because you feasibly could. The road's pretty wide and it's not in terrible condition. The gravel's even not that bad, and there's still some pavement left on the road, but you really can't see on this map, the road coming in from the other end. Now, as you can see, the road doesn't even extend all the way through Ebenezer Bridge Road, through all the way up to 136 on the map, even though I swear there was a map at one time that did show that, you know what I'm talking about, like when you zoom out, you see this highlighted. Well, it's not highlighted through here. The highlight ends where you really can't see it anymore. So that brings us over for a minute to the 2012 Mingo map. And as you can see on Mingo's map, the road does run all the way through to 136. So, it starts here at the bridge, goes all the way up. And there's your pond. Now going back to the topography map over here, you zoom in, there it is. Now in later years, this pond has been called Frog Pond. However, from what I can surmise, it was originally called Emal's Lake. And Emal was one of the farmers that lived along the road. Now whether he used this for irrigation purposes or whether he used it for stocking for fish or whatever he did, I don't know. But apparently this was Emal's Lake. Now you can kind of see on this map, some places like here, and then if you go down farther, you see here, you can see the road. It's there. You can't see the whole thing because of the trees. However, you can tell that it's here. And there's some cool stuff hidden in and along, in here that you're going to see today, but you got to stay and you got to watch the full video because I'm not going to spoil it for you. And then also there's some surprises up here at Emal's Lake because, what the county, I guess, calls Frog Pond. Now, it's been in pretty good disrepair for the past however many decades. They haven't done a very good job at taking care of it. However, it's still there. And you yourself can go and see it. However, there's some surprises there. So, I think the best thing to do now is to go ahead and get you out of here and get you back into the live action. But just to remember, Frog Pond or Emal's Lake, Pond Road or Ebenezer Bridge Road, abandoned in 1976, taken by eminent domain. There's about 8 farms or houses that were out there, and you yourself can go and see it. And it's anchored by Ebenezer Bridge. It was brought there in 1977. So yeah, I think that's about it. If I forgot anything, we'll blurb it into the video. Otherwise, let's get you back into it, guys. Welcome back from our history portion of the video. We're now heading up, I don't know what you want to call it, Pond Road, or I guess technically you could consider it to be part of the Ebenezer Bridge Road, even though, depending on the map, that may or may not even, is that really what this is called? I don't know. It's cold. Like I said, sorry for this video quality isn't too good. I've had different people comment about getting a gimbal or whatever, but
we're kind of working on the budget that we have right now, which isn't a whole lot, but we're going to do this by, basically, I'm going to show you things as I find them out here. I've never been out here this time of year, so maybe we'll uncover some cool stuff. As you can see, this road was paved, and there were like 8 farms out here, or at least 8 houses. I don't know if each one of them had a farm, but yeah. Coming up here to this Y, I don't know if you can see the gas house down here in the valley. For the purposes of today's video, we're not going to be heading down this road. Leave a comment whether or not, maybe you've come out here before, maybe you haven't, but you can see the gas house down there. Was this road part of the gas company, or did this road lead to someone's property? I don't know. I've been down here before, but it's kind of a dead end. So for the purposes of today's video, I'm not going down there. So as you can see, we've come about this far. I'm going to get off here and I'll cut back in when I get to something that's pretty cool. I like to believe that since there's kind of a worn down clearing here, that maybe at one point in time this was something. I don't really know. Like I said, this is usually pretty overgrown during the rest of the year. If you like this video, you could like, comment, and subscribe, because it's really cold and I'm getting very wet, and I'm doing this all for the views, because I've been out here before and I know what's out here. Except for this field, I've never been out here before. I'm just looking to see if there's anything anything cool to see. But I like to think that since it's cleared, there's not many trees, that this was somebody's, farm, or at least field at one point in time. There's a road here, but it looks like if there was anything, they've done a pretty good job at cutting it out. But as you can see, there's trees that aren't that big. There's fields that aren't really, there's cuts in the field. So I'm going to say that this was one of the 8 pieces of property out here. But looks like negative on any kind of, good, any form of good debris or anything. Hi, son. Please come out and end this snowy suffering. It's pretty cold, like I said. Before you guys say, "Oh, Falappi, you're whining," shut up. Sometimes you gotta deal with it. Wish I would have wore warmer clothing, but I'm doing all this in the name of not running into too many people, because I don't think too many people are stupid enough as me to come out here when it's 35 degrees and snowing, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure the main roads are way too warm for any of this to stick. So, gonna get back out on the main trail, but if I had to guess, this here was someone's field or someone's home was in here or something at some point in time. Let me know in the comments if you know anything about what I'm showing you right now. This is just up over the hill from where we just were, but we used to always call these the stairs to nowhere. And if you look, there's springtime flowers growing right there. So we'll take a walk up here and see if there's anything to see. But because even though all the times I've been out here, I don't think I've ever walked up this set of stairs. Obviously this is leading to something, but I don't know if there's anything left out here. No, this isn't really a trail, so I don't know if Mingo wants you walking on it, but someone was out here. This was definitely something. I don't know what, but there's stone and, you know, all kind of whatever. It's much warmer under the trees where the snowfall is not quite as heavy. But as you can see again, it's all cleared out in here. Almost as if there was something that was here at one time. But I don't necessarily see anything that, you know, there's stones, but, you know, I'm not seeing anything that looks like clear, you know, ruins of housing. Granted, you got to remember, this was eminent domain in about 76, and then it's been, you know, mistreated ever since. So, of course, I'm not 100% sure what all was knocked down and what all nature was left to just tear down by itself. But again, a good sign that something was here not too long ago is that the trees aren't that big. I mean, there's some bigger ones, but, you know, it's not super dense. So, you know, here's something else. Look at that. Leave down in the comments what you think that might be. But that's pretty cool. I like finding things. And this is a perfect time of year to come in here and take a look. But I don't know if I noticed this when we were in here before, or a few minutes ago. I probably walked right past it, but the way this is dug out almost looks like some kind of a foundation corner, or maybe some form of, you know, something was here. I don't know if it was the house, or if this dug in was a spring house or a shed or something, but something, I want to say, right in this area here, there was something. But anyway, I'm going to get back out on the trail and start heading up, because I really want to get and see the pond, because that's really the biggest thing out here. Walking down the road here, as you can see through this clearing, there's more fields. It's not too filled up on this side of the road either. I'm not too sure. Like I said, they did a pretty good job, I guess, in the later years of clearing this out, but there were, like I said, about 8 houses, I think. I don't know what all I said in the history portion that I haven't filmed yet, but like I said, one of these houses out here, whoever the park commissioner, or, you know, park ranger or whatever he was, would have moved in for a short time, and then you know, they ended up closing shop up here. But just taking a look down in there, there's a clearing down there, but I can hear water. There's water that runs through here. Just keep looking at all the clearings pretty closely to see if there's anything here, because if there's anything here to see, I'd love to see it. But if we just go and look at every random clearing that doesn't have anything left in it, we could be here all day. So, yeah. But like I said, commissioner moved into one of these houses out here for a while, and then after that, the whole thing was just closed off. And you know, the only pinnacle out here was the lake. As you can see, there's a pretty good culvert right here, and there are some tracks, so someone's been in here. I don't know if it's a park or who, but you know, there's wooden scrap, and there's a trail here. As you can see, the orange trail comes across through here. But yeah, it's crazy to think that probably up one of these trails here, at one time there were houses in the woods. Those stones look pretty cut. We'll take a short, quick walk up here. I don't know if I've ever really been up here, but there are trails that surround this road. There's a lot of clearings on them, but as far as I know, they did a pretty good job of clearing all the ruins out. I'm also pretty good at you know, walking right past things that are important and not paying attention. So if you're watching this video and you've been out here and you see me walking past something cool, oh wait, I see something cool. Give me a couple minutes and yeah, let me get you in here. Just as I was saying that, I missed something that's pretty cool. A good indicator of these buildings seems to be these flowers, because you know, granted they could have blown in here, but I tend to think these are bulbed flowers that someone may have planted years ago and then forgot about. There was a natural road right into where we're going that I don't know whether the tree fell or the park cut it down to keep people out of here, but there's some stonework right here. And as I walk up here, we're going to see something else. Here's a big piece of pipe. Just more stuff. Ooh. Kind of muddy. But right off of this field, which assuming would have been the farmer's field here, if I can get back down without falling, we'll get you in here and have a look at this foundation. It's pretty cool. Some of these are pipes, but I'm wondering if some of this ain't the roof to whatever used to be here. So you have this, which I'm not too sure what this one used to be. And then right here, that's pretty cool. It looks like the foundation's to something. Old tire. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had no idea this one would be out here today. Look how old this brickwork is. It's really something. I need to come and film more videos out here in the winter. Then I end up seeing all kind of crazy stuff that I've never seen before. Old beer can. Might be Pepsi, actually. But, yeah, this is cool. Old pipe. If it was been beams for something. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And I swear I had no idea this was out here, so you know. I can't stage them all. But no, that's pretty cool. You can see how old and rudimentary this brickwork is, but yeah. Now, like I said, I have no idea whose house was whose. Whether this was the one that this was on that property that guy took over or whatever. But here's one of your 8. There's a piece of rebar. There might be more up in these woods, but maybe that's something I do off camera and do a part 2. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty cool. If finding that building has taught me anything, you really need to check all your angles and be attentive, because I walked right past that, but I had no idea that was out there. And just because I looked at it at a second angle, found something I'd never even seen before, which is a cool thing about coming out here. You could come out here all the time and just keep on finding cool new things we've never seen before. Makes it interesting. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, one of the things I love about this park. But it would have been cool to come out here, when everything was in a bit better of shape and see what was going on. Just as I say that, I come in across something else that I can't prove was anything, but you have a cut in the woods that goes nowhere. And then there's some stones. So I think this was definitely somebody's something. The trail that you see that runs way down back there is part of the orange. So let me know. I could do a series going on some of those trails. It'd be cool to do a video about the orange, but that one you talk someone into coming out here with me and take a look at it. That one's a little extensive, but we'll get back with you here in a minute or two. Yet another structure. Found this one by accident. Didn't even see it until I was like, hey, there's a little path that leads off into the nothingness. And then I looked up and caught these exposed beams, and oh, here we are. It's a big one. Guessing this was somebody's house. Just tank. It's a nice piece of property. Maybe it was a barn. I don't know, barn, house, whatever it is. Ain't no more, but this tank might be the find of the day. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so far, I don't know, we've seen 3 for sure that were part of this 8 houses. And I'm sure that, there would be even more if they bothered to do anything out here. In fact, one of the ladies that was talking on the internet said that she had no doubt that had they not done it, her house might still be standing. Now, the fact that they use cinder block instead of whatever them rudimentary, stonework makes me think maybe this one was just a little bit later. I don't know. but it's cool. I don't want to get too much up on here because as you can see, this is foundation, and I don't know for sure that there's not a basement or a pit under here somewhere, but I don't think there's too much to see in there. But this tank, that tank's pretty cool. That's definitely the find of this site, I think. I don't know if, looks like there would have been more over here of something. I don't know if that led somewhere or what, but some really cool stuff. Like I said, been out here a dozen times, maybe more. Never seen any of this, but it's really cool. So, oh yeah, get on back down to the trail down there, and the lake's not too much farther up this hill, but I'll keep a lookout, and on the way back too, and see if we could find more houses. We're 3 that I think were houses or barns or something without reasonable doubt. And there's more fields in here everywhere, so who knows. But yeah, that's really cool. Oh yeah. Real quick, I didn't even notice this one on the way up, but there's a railing to stairs that lead down here. It's pretty cool. I didn't notice that. You could see down here. Spring device. Looking from, I guess what would have been the front yard of this house or shed or whatever, but still just can't believe we found all this stuff today. But anyway, I don't even know if it was worth cutting in, but I guess since we're up here, one last look at this whole thing. I caught the blue first in this exposed beam, and that's what led me up here once I saw this path. So always keep a lookout. You might find something new, even if you have been out here 1,000 times. Didn't really find any ruins to report, but just from the way that this one's cleared out and laid down, the way the trees are, makes me think that at one point in time, this was part of somebody's something. Maybe it still even is, because as you can hear, we're getting pretty close to the actual 136. So we're pretty close to the main road at this point, but I don't really see any ruins of anything sticking up, and I don't really feel like going into here, but just this is cleared out. Makes me think that at one time this accessed something, and then once we walk through this little patch, you'll see part that I guess the park maintains. So a little loop. I don't know if that's a turnaround for UTVs, ATVs, whatever. But here's a piece of wood. But I can imagine that something probably would have been in here. I mean, there's more of them stones. So, you know, maybe this one got torn down or cleared out at some point. But, yeah, this definitely, to me, looks like it was something at some point in time. But what we want to see is right down that path over there. So let's get over. Well, here we are coming up upon the pond out here. And well, somebody's been out here, because there are new benches that got built. Trash bags. But yeah. Look at all this stuff. Is there a date? Doesn't look like there's a date on anything here. they I give them some credit because they actually redid this. Something I wasn't expecting. So props to you, Washington County. This was the whole thing that, I wanted to come out here for, and hey, if it wasn't, 35 degrees and muddy as hell, you could sit on this bench and do something. They put a goose feeder, or I don't know what that is. It looks like that's not a goose. It's just some other white-bellied bird out on this box. But let's take a walk around, because I was not expecting them to actually redo this out here. Which is pretty cool. I was under the impression, more or less, that they completely abandoned this lake. Obviously it's not perfect. It's not like they're aerating it. I doubt they're going to stock it. Maybe they will. I don't know. But they came through here at some point and really cut this back. Maybe I wasn't even up here at any point this past summer, because it's last time I was out here with a buddy of mine, it was bad out here. There was picnic tables floating in the ditch, and it was pretty bad. But now it's actually pretty nice out here. It's safe enough to the point where you could probably bring someone out here, if you want to fish or do whatever. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm really impressed, actually, that somebody took the time to come out here and cut down some of this foliage and clear it out. You can see what used to be, I think, a dock that would have came into here. There's wood from it. But yeah, you can see up there, you can see the road and the houses right off State Route 136 here in Pennsylvania. And like I said in the history portion, pretty sure the name of this was Emal's Lake. I think the farmer was Emal. Not too sure where his house would have been. But anyway, you got some kind of foundation to something here. So maybe Emal's house was out here somewhere. I don't really know. But I'm not too sure personally whether Emal was fishing out of this lake, or if this would have been Emal's irrigation lake, or what it was, but it's here. I just think it's cool that they cleared it out. That you could actually, get in here now and take a look at whatever. Sit on a bench and fish. And these are some good solid benches too, dug down into the ground. They're not going anywhere. So, but yeah, that's cool. I was not expecting them to have come in here and redone this at all. So, good job, Washington County. We'll take a walk back here, I guess, because if I remember correctly, prior, they did not clear this out. So, you could not get through here at all. But, now that's a little bit wet and nasty. But, whatever. We don't care. I wear boots for a reason, so I could walk through stuff like this. No, this is really cool. Like I said, I did not expect them to clean this trail out back here around this lake. I was expected to come out here and complain about whatever. Ooh. Oh, this is pretty nasty, but keep in mind it's 35 degrees and snowing currently, so it's not peak ideal time. But no, if you've been out here in the summer, you know that what's out here right now is you know, they did some work out here. This isn't just because the foliage is dead. They were in here clearing this out at one point in time. So part of the battle is won. They cleaned this pond out quite a bit, and you know, did some work, put in some benches, made it a lot nicer. So yeah, that's part one. But I think there's some other stuff I could do around here probably. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Abandoned-ish lake. So at the end of the day, what are my thoughts about this lake? Well, it's pretty sweet that they actually came out here and did quite a bit of work to, you know, clean this place out. But my question is, you know, since they did this, are there plans to do more stuff out here? I mean, they put benches in, so they're definitely not gonna backfill the thing and tell you you can't come out. And there's definitely a bag in the trash can, so you can definitely, you know. What I'm saying is, are there any plans? Are they gonna stock this at some point? Are they gonna do something out here? I don't know, but it'd be pretty cool if they did. Because if you look around other parts of this park, they redid every pavilion, they put in new bathrooms, put tons of money into playgrounds, built rentable, you know, log cabins and stuff you can come in. They put a lot of money into their group camping area. So, you know, if we could possibly stock this and get people out here, it'd be pretty cool, I think. So that's basically how I feel. I'm happy they did this work. I was planning on, during this time of this video, instead of praising the county, I was planning on saying something, you know, oh, why would they let that lake rot? But they didn't. They actually came in here and did something good with it. So I'm happy. It's a good ending to this video. Well, there's a little bit more I want to show you. But, you know, we saw some great ruins so far. We saw the lake, and it's in good condition. So I'm pretty happy. This video is going to be good. I hope you guys like it. If you're watching this and you like it, send it to a friend who's into this kind of stuff. Tell them to watch my other videos about Mingo, about Turnpike, about Jug Bridge. And, you know, this isn't the last video that I intend to film out of Mingo. I'm going to take some time off from exploring. I got some other things I need to do. But depending on how well these videos do over the next, I don't know, couple of months, and quite frankly, we're going to be here. There's going to be videos, and I might even pop in out here from time to time, and we might do a little bit of exploring in the interim. But I got some business-related stuff, you know, some mechanic work, some automotive stuff, and some other cool things I can't even tell you about yet that we're going to be doing out here. But if you like this, we could definitely, there's more things in Mingo we can look at. And there's other parks around. We got Gap Trail around here. We got Montour Trail around here. Palmer Park has some cool stuff in it. And some other things and some other locations that I'm going to save for another time. But these exploring videos aren't going anywhere. And if this is something you want to see, leave a comment, leave a like, send this video to a friend, and we can definitely keep going. But it's time to get away from here and show you a few more things along this road, and we'll wrap it up. But I've had a good time so far, and I hope you have too. So let's get into it. What you see behind me, the white thing, is the gate at the top of 136. So it means this is the end of, what is, I don't know, you want to call it Pond Road or Ebenezer Bridge Road or whatever. Haven't been able to find a map, is what I'm saying. I'd love to know what this was called at one point in time. No one seems to know. But, yeah. I don't really feel like hiking all the way up to the top. There's nothing up there, except for cars and people's houses who probably don't want to be fed. But that is gated. You can't drive down here anymore. But they did pave the fire road, so maybe someday they'll pave this. I don't know. Walking away, I'd like to imagine that there would have been a house either along this part of this road or down in here, because it's pretty cleared out. But I don't really know. Also, at the end of the day here, I don't want to get too much into here. Obviously, there's tracks. If someone was in here, but yeah, rip bro. Bro's life was taken from him. I'm assuming by a car or maybe predator. I don't know. But yeah. Ha ha ha. Rip bro. But other than that, I'm just gonna keep walking along down back to the car. And if I see anything cool, I'll get you in there. If not, we'll meet you at the bottom of the hill. See you in a little bit. I said we weren't going to venture down here. But we're going to venture down here anyway, because I forgot, well, or maybe I didn't forget. Maybe I even mentioned it an hour or two ago. For you in real time, half an hour ago. This road is like all red dog, which makes me think that, maybe something was down here at one time. And that whole area down here, it's pretty cleared out. But I don't know if there's really much in the way of anything to look at ruins wise. I mean, obviously we got Gas House down here. That's cool. A lot of gas companies don't make gas houses anymore. There's just no point. They've come up with better weather resistant and tamper resistant, stuff along those lines. So there's no reason to make a little shack out in the woods, but I think gas houses are cool. That's not what we're going to go look at. I have no interest in seeing that. And there's really nothing to see other than, old equipment that we're not allowed to touch. But what we are coming to see is this waterfall. Then I need to get out of here. Old fence post makes me think that something used to be down here. Maybe we'll see something cool while we walk down here. Sorry that you keep getting this close up of my face, but I'm not a big camera guy. Comment if you want to be the Mike Falappi camera guy, because that would be cool. Video quality would probably get so much better. But yeah. Let me get in here, switch the camera around, and show you what we're showing you. There you have it, guys. One of the many Mingo Park waterfalls. That's pretty cool. I've known that some people have been known to go down in there when it's warm and wet, because obviously when it's not wet, the water doesn't flow like that. But it's so wet this time of year. There's been so much rain because it's Pennsylvania, and we don't get real winter around here, as I say, as it's just pouring snow and getting cold again. But I figured you guys might like to see this waterfall. There's a bunch of them out here. Let me know in the comments, do you want to see me do a documentary series or whatever you want to call it about the many Mingo Park waterfalls? Because there's a bunch of them. And I mean, there's a bunch of them. A lot of them everywhere. But I've never seen this one to be this fast, I don't think. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to, maybe a little bit. Maybe we can get a little closer to it. But that's just, it's awesome. I love this place. This place keeps getting better. I love Mingo Park. I'd love to buy property around here somewhere, except for you look at the areas that border this park, it's so expensive. Especially look at Nottingham and Union Township and a lot of these places. There's some less desirable land around here, but that's not what you want. You want this. So anyway, thought you might find that cool. Let me get up out of here real quick, and I want to go venture down this path just a little bit more. I mean, this could be a whole video in of itself. Mike Falappi explores Gas Lines Road, but I've never seen anything listed anywhere about this place in particular. But the fact that this looks like this was sawed off as a post years and years and years ago. All the things I've seen written about this road here, I haven't seen anything written about it in particular. Now, I've walked it pretty far down before. There's more gas line, basically. So I tend to think that the gas lines put this road in here, or maybe there was something in here. I don't know. But let me know if you want me to do Mike Falappi hikes in Gas Lines Road. And maybe we'll go down there. It does intersect with the red trail, the orange trail, at some point, I think. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let me get back down below. I'll give you my final thoughts, and you can go about your day. And, hopefully you enjoyed listening to me. If not, go do something else, I guess. But, yeah, we'll get back with you. Guys, we made it back to the bottom. Finishing this video off here by the Ebenezer Bridge, the one everyone comes here to see. And yeah, if only people cared as much about stuff like this as they did about stuff like that. I don't know, maybe that lake up there would be stocked for spring. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, maybe I gave a little bit of insight to this bridge in the history section. If not, go back and watch my first Mike Falappi. I think I called it something like Biking with Mike. Let me know if you want to see Biking with Mike come back. I can bring it back, maybe. Really, I need to do some maintenance to that bike, so that could be a video all on its own. But anyway, this bridge wasn't here prior to sometime in the 70s. So what was this road called? If you know anything about the entire Mingo Creek Park eminent domain debacle, let me know. Get in touch with me and we can talk. And I think it'd be cool to do like a full-length video on the whole process of building this park. But anyway, they put this bridge in. This road is now called Ebenezer Bridge Road, maybe. I don't know. But it's cool. This bridge was somewhere else. They built it here. And this is what everyone comes to see. This and the Henry Bridge. And everybody wants to hike on this paved trail over here and go to the playgrounds and the dog park and do all that stuff. But I really like getting up into the woods, checking all that other stuff out. And I think it's pretty cool. And I hope you do too. I'm sure there's more stuff along that road that you can see. And I hope you come out here and find it. And maybe make a video or send me pictures or do something and we can talk about it. And that would be really cool too. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. More exploration videos to come this summer probably. I know summer sometimes isn't always the best time to get into it, but this spring, this summer, more videos. Got more videos coming of this style. Next couple weeks, I think we're going to be hitting a lot of, stuff. Maybe about tools, maybe about automotive and about other things in the mechanics industry. And maybe some other topics. Let me know in the comments. I can film videos about different stuff. But I do enjoy doing this kind of stuff with you guys. So, like I said, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps. Send this video to someone and help them find my channel. And we can keep doing cool stuff about this. I'd like to travel and go tri-state area, maybe farther someday, and just look at cool stuff like this, stuff that's, got history, not stuff that's, just, abandoned and it's dangerous and you can't go there and it's illegal and it's graffitied. No, like, this isn't necessarily the kind of stuff that a lot of urbex guys would want to go and see, but there's a lot of cool history behind it, so stuff like that, and just other cool history and cool things that are like lost to time that maybe should come back. So, let me know, but, get the word out. We can keep this going and it'd be really cool, but I can't do it without viewers like you. So like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you here next time on the Mike Falappi YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.